You know, one thing that one wonders when it comes to the ANC cadres is if we have to do a survey as to at least, among rotten apples in the ANC, who's a person whom you find to be a decent individual, a good politician, a reliable person, whom I know, even if that individual exists in the ANC, if they're at the helm and being a leader or a president of the ANC, obviously they are going to be swayed by the NEC, they're going to be swayed by the organizational structure of the ANC. But I'm just wondering as to who that individual is. Because right now, when the corona pandemic came through, people like Mkhize were one of those people that the societies, the communities, the whole general pulse on social media were like, hyperventilating, some even seeing him as an individual who could be a president, you know. Let alone the fact that even Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma was deemed to be an individual who could be a president when she started with these lockdown policies and so forth. And when I saw the whole situation initially, I was telling myself, hey, have you forgotten about Zweli Mkhize's role as a Treasurer General in the ANC? Remember the Hitachi Chancellor House scandal of ESCOM? The Hitachi is an Asian company, I think it's from Japan. They had a couple of $1 billion deal to work on Medupi and Kusile stations for our electricity. And then they work hand in hand with the African National Congress company, what they used to call the front company, the Chancellor House, which had obviously hundreds of millions of deals with regard to that. And as a result, the Kusile and Medupi power stations have been built for so many years, and they didn't reach the target, and the billions and counting just happened to continue in terms of wastage. And here we are. So every time I see Zweli Mkhize, I see load shedding, basically. And the irony is that he is a cabinet member who is with President Cyril Ramaphosa, who was also on the war room that had to deal with stopping the load shedding when he was the deputy president of the republic under Jacob Zuma. So just when we thought that that was done, here we are. His spokesperson, former private secretary, and family friends now got huge money in terms of millions when it comes to this COVID entrepreneurship, So the new version of the tenderpreneurs, sums of 82 million rands received by a company that is in the orbit of Zweli Mkhize's family friends, as well as people who worked close with him when he was campaigning to be the president just a few years ago in Nazareth. And you would think that after seeing the scandals that embroiled the former MEC of health here in Gauteng, who stepped aside to be investigated, that you would not see something like this happening. So these friends, family friends, and former private secretary and assistant deputy PA of Zweli Mkhize scored big by just having a communication company, which was initially has to do consultation work in order to make sure that the public knows a bit more about the national health insurance. And then that got expanded to do COVID-19 communications. So they scored big. So I just saw him replying to those allegations. It was so nice. He was replying as if he's replying on behalf of the department, the Department of Health. We are aware of such allegations, and the SIU is busy with the investigation, and we hope that that will come up to finality. Nonsense like that, where he's not answering as himself. He went, he spoke as if he's, you know how the ANC speak, thanks for welcoming us whenever they're interviewed on TV. He went socialism and slash communism on us, and basically spoke as if he's under the Department of Health. So the other member of the top six of the African National Congress, Paul Mashatile, has stated that Mkhize will come to Tule House to explain himself, although he said that he really don't know what's the crack of the issue, and so far he believes in him until otherwise. And I'm just thinking maybe there will be a new coffee or tea trend, a tea party trend in the Lutulia House, because remember Mkhize is the former Treasurer General of the ANC, and Paul Mashatile is the current Treasurer General of the ANC. I mean, you could teach him something, few things about how to make money for the ANC as a Treasurer General, because this year and around December, the ANC employees were not getting paid, always got their money late, and they also had issues this year. So you could teach him something or two. They'll just have fun over there. And I expect that nothing will happen to this committee member, the Minister of Health, regarding what's clear now. If you have friends or relatives or former employees, you're gonna score big when it comes to this COVID tenders. There are a whole lot of investigations now, a whole lot of money being spent doing investigations. It's like the Zondo Commission, which is going towards $1 billion right now to investigate loss of hundreds of millions of rands. By now having investigations which would now, where we're going to lose millions of rands. So that's the real big issue of today. And he's not someone who even said that, hey, should there be some sort of a conflict of interest or perception by the society that I'm linked to these people, and if they are found to have not done things in order and they get chucked aside and investigated, I'll resign. No, that's not happening. This is the man whom obviously under his leadership as the Minister of Health, we had the AstraZeneca vaccines, which were to just expire in April, where he said, no, these vaccines are not expired. People shouldn't come up with an impression that they expire. They're not expired. They're going to expire in April. And all of a sudden, he said that they're going to be donated to the African Union a couple of days ago. And then while he was saying that, they were having serious differences with the Indian authorities there in India, and saying that they have to get back this stock which is about to expire. And the Indian folks there said, no, we're not going to get that, rightfully so, because they signed for this. They should have verified everything. And now we've been told by Minister Mkhize that, oh no, we're not donating this to African Union anymore. We sold them to African Union, and this is a win-win situation. So that's just what's been happening right now. Nothing really that give confidence to the people of South Africa about this leadership. In all spheres. Where we're having all these people, all these doubts with vaccinations and the statistics just being way off target in terms of the effectiveness of vaccines. The whole thing is in shambles, but you're probably going to be rewarded, and you'll see some couple of folks later in the few coming years nominating him to be a president, because that's what you get. You always get rewarded for doing things which goes down south. My name is Mamuji. Thanks for watching the Mamuji Show. I'm out.